I'm back. My name is Miladies. I am your spirit shifter here, guiding you on your journey towards self-awareness. And today we are talking about Mars and Geminis. That's right. Get ready. All right. So this is what we're talking about. First and foremost, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How is this astrological planetary energy treating you? Make sure that this month of July, you do whatever it is that you desire to do. Get things in order. It's going to be a crazy August. It's going to be a crazy Leo season. And when I mean crazy, I mean it's going to be a lot of challenges. There's going to be a lot of squares. This is why I'm sharing this Mars and Gemini, so I can share some dates. Grab a pen and paper. So that you can know at least these dates, there's going to be some shifting happening. There's going to be some challenges happening. And as usual, you can always go and book your transit to see how that personally affects you, what house Mars is going to be in. Wherever Jupiter is at in Gemini, Mars is going to be there. So there's Jupiter and Mars are going to be in Gemini. So for my Gemini sun, moon, and rising, there is going to be additional activities happening in your life. Nonetheless, that Jupiter is going to be there for a whole year to next year. Whew. All right. I'm feeling the energies already. Hey. Oh, Maria, email me. You were one of the winners for the giveaways. And again, hello, subscribers. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to share this with somebody who enjoys astrology or tarot, because y'all know I don't do astrology without tarot. I try my best not to. That way we could bring in the logical aspect and bring in some of that spiritual, intuitive. Today we do have a special guest. She's going to come in right in between our session of astrology and tarot. Evelise is a wellness coach as well as a Reiki master, and she is currently doing a chakra series webinar where every week she's meeting and talking about the chakras, each one giving tips, tricks, and movements for it. It's going to be amazing. So stay tuned for that. All right. So it's going to be, as you can see, it's going to be like about a 5-week or so transit. And why this is important, why am I here talking about this? Why everybody's talking about Venus and Leo? Well, first and foremost, the Venus and Leo energy is not going to be lasting that long. It's about to be 3 weeks. And then it's going to jump real quick to the next sign, which is Virgo. Mercury retrograde is coming up. If you don't know about that and when it's coming and how it's coming, I did a video already for all the Mercury retrogrades for this year. Go and check that out. All right. Mercury's going retrograde. Then we have Saturn already retrograde. We have Neptune already retrograde. And we have Pluto already retrograde. And then now we have this fast-paced energy, which is our personal planet. Mars is our personal planet, just like Venus is. And so this is our drive. Mars is our drive. Y'all know I got my notes. Mars is our drive. Mars is our action. It also is our sense of battle, aggression. We tend to be more pushy, right? Mars comes in and be like, what it do? It's fire, right? So it's coming to spark shit the fuck up. And it's going to be in Gemini. Gemini is also a fast-paced zodiac sign. And it's all about the intellectual aspect, right? So just imagine all these retrogrades where we're being asked to slow down, and then you have this fast-paced energy coming in, and it also has to connect us with our social aspect, because Gemini is the social butterfly. Gemini enjoys communicating with people, so this can definitely mean that it would be cool to use the tools to channel this energy in a direction that is going to suit us. So do we argue with people around this time, during this hot ass time? Because it's yeah, everybody was like hot girl summer, hot boy summer, hot summer. It's about to come through. Oh, hey, Mars ready to go to war. That's right. So if you, the best advice is do everything now in July and prepare for, August and September, because it's about to get rocky. All right. So here we go. The opportunities that we have here is to be able to improve our conversation, right? To fine tune our conversations, look into details with this energy that Gemini is bringing in, is allowing us to, for those of us who are business owners, this is going to be great when it comes to like social media. This is the time for us to go back into any digital things that we've been doing. For others of us, when it comes to learning a new language, this is going to be a great time as well, just hopping into it. What can we accomplish during this time? We can be able to know how to manage our anxiety, because a lot of things are slowing down, besides like, our thoughts and what we're desiring to do. So it's going to give us a push to do something, but also be cautious about it, right? So you guys already know when Mercury retrograde comes in. Chill out, you know, re everything. So action, initiation, assertiveness, and communication. Think about Leo. Leo season is coming up. We're going to be focusing on the heart. We're going to be focusing on, this is what I love. Then this is what I want to do. And I'm going to show the world. And then here goes Mars and Gemini. It's like, yeah, so what's up? Let's show them. Don't be afraid. Show up. So our heart and our minds are going to be connecting, right? Our desires, Gemini, the way we think. So learn new things, right? Don't be afraid to learn new things. Don't be afraid to share ideas. This is also a time to interact with other people. All right. Always call in the highest vibrational people so that you can interact with the people that are like-minded. Multitasking, stress, restlessness. Yes, this is coming up. So how do we prepare for stress? What tools do you use for stress relieving? This does call in for a time to tap into more self-care, because Gemini is go, go, go. And here goes Mars coming in there. All right. So, and this is one of the, I'll say one of the things I want to say is like slow down and watch your mouth. Slow down and watch your mouth. Gemini talks very fast, very slick, very, and then with Mars in there, like I said, for those of us who are sarcastic, be mindful who you're sarcastic with. Not everybody's going to be ready for that witty mouth of yours. Okay. So does that mean it's, I'm not going to be hanging around with sensitive people? Chill out. Just watch your mouth. You know what I mean? Some of us don't even know that we be, quick-witted. Now, to defend yourself is a whole different thing, right? Defending ourselves can be a different state of mind. However, watch your mouth, especially if you're manifesting, right? This is a time when your words are going to be moving faster as well. So the shadow side, right? The shadow side of this Mars and Gemini energy, there is some sexual tensions going on there. This is like a hot and heavy summer. right? We got that Leo energy, and then Leo's and Venus hyping that up, and then Mars is in Gemini. So there's definitely this energy of let's get it on, right? So then also could be aggressive, right? So be easy. I just wanted to share that. And also, like I said, as arguments can definitely start sparking up because of this energy. This is also happening for, I'm getting this, like this is also happening for children, right? So how are we speaking to our children? Are we speaking life into them? Are we putting them down? Like, what are we doing? So some of us are being asked to be nicer to our children. Because yes, they are a bit sensitive nowadays, especially during this uneasy season. All right, I reminded y'all the retrograde, focus on the small stuff. And this is also a great time to like focus on your work. So if you are deciding that you don't want to be at your job anymore, this is a good time to work on your resume, right? Start getting your stuff together. If you enjoy your job, go ahead and see if you can boost yourself to another position, right? What does that look like for you? All right. Again, because it's a personal planet, it does talk about having those community conversations, having those personal conversations and intimate conversations. How is that going to be going for you? All right. So let's go into the dates that are going to be guiding us through this. Whew. And then I'm going to give y'all some tools. I can just feel the energy already. I'm a Mars baby, right? I have a lot of energy in Aries. So I'm going to chill out. You ain't going to see me around a lot. July 22nd, right? So Mars enters Gemini the 20th of July. As soon as we're there, July 22nd, it does this beautiful trine, which is a helpful aspect that's going to be with Pluto in Aquarius. So that does talk about sharing yourself in the community, asking for help within the community. Pluto is retrograde, so the energy is coming down much slower. So this is a time to also look for your community, right? For those of you, again, who are business owners, this is a great time for you to try out new things within the community, right? So that's happening between July 21st and 22nd. There's also a boost in action and communication. Again, Mars, that drive. So this is definitely going to be a great time, again, to test things out. I'm hearing, like, when it comes to our conversations, let's begin to speak life into them, right? What does that mean? And before you have the conversation, stop saying, oh, I know this conversation is not going to go well. Congratulations. It's not going to go well. Let's start saying, I'm going to have this great. I know some of you guys like, well, this person is kind of like a difficult person to talk to. Well, then you go ahead, and if you believe in the Bible, say a prayer before you speak to this person. Intuitively know when is the right timing to speak to this person, right? Some of us are going to have difficult conversations during this time. All right. August 1st, it does a sextile, which means it does another party, right? It's like another party, another helpful aspect where it does it. The North Node is in Aries, so anything that has to do with our path, right? What we're desiring to do, where we're moving forward. There's going to be ideas coming in that day. There's going to be this aha moment. This is where I need to go. This is what I need to do. Some of us may be foggy during this time. This Mars and Gemini is going to give us, again, this boost of, okay, this is the path I need to go. So continue to align yourself with your actions, with your manifestations, and the things that you enjoy, because it's building you up to be courageous and do what the hell you say you was going to do. All right? Mars is about being bold, right? Stepping up. So for those of us who may not have had the energy in the past to be bold, right? We have this Cancer energy. We're going through emotional shifting. And now we're going to get the energy to speak up about our emotions. And then with Leo energy coming in, it's like, I'm speaking from the heart. All right. August 14th, there's going to be a conjunction. So, like I said, Jupiter and Mars are both in in Gemini. So they're both going to be meeting up in similar degrees, which means that they're going to be helping each other out. So it's like I grab your hand, you grab my hand, we're moving together. Jupiter is expansion. So Jupiter's like, oh, okay. So you worked on what you desired. You taking your baby steps. You rewrite the retrograde. You re-seen this. You re-seen that. So let me help you and let me give you a boost. Let's see what we can do. Right. So then Jupiter comes in and reminding yourself that it's knowledge, right? So the action is, what am I learning that's new? What am I implementing that is new? Rather than to take full-blown action because of the retrogrades, how can I create the plan? What is the steps? All right. And so then we have August 16th, where there's a square. Right now we getting into a fight. We getting into a fight with Saturn in Pisces, which we already spoke about that. If you haven't seen that video, check down below. There's a whole bunch of stuff there for you. And Saturn in Pisces is going to be there until November 15th. So here is Mars coming through, and I was like, what up, Saturn? And Saturn is like, what's up? So you taking action? Oh, okay. So if you take an action, have you added some spiritual aspect to that? Have you put in some of that spiritual work that's going to guide you? Have you tapped into your intuition? What's up? This is the time where we kind of feel like, do I have faith? Do I have belief in what I'm doing? Is this the route where I'm supposed to go? Right. So that's what's happening there. And it's just basically asking you, how bad do you want it? So for those of you who are really making major transition this year, you using up this energy. We've been partying the whole year. We've been loosey goosey, right? And now the retrogrades are coming in, and now we like, oh my god, yeah. Mm-hmm. What you was doing. So as they go and have this beautiful fight, then what happens? I call it beautiful because what we're gonna do? We're gonna add what we were asked to add, or what we said we was gonna add. If you said you was gonna sit down and meditate, did you meditate? This may be how you're gonna get that answer. Okay. So on the 22nd of August, we have it also having a conflict. So now Mars is gonna have a conflict and a fight with Venus. All right. Venus is in Leo. Mars is coming through. What's up? So there could be some conflicts in relationships. All right. So that also talks about that high sex drive. This could be a day where things get hot and heavy. For those of you who argue and then fight, and then these things could be happening that day. This talks about not lowering your standard. Is this really the day that you argue and fight and then have makeup sex, or is it the day that you put your foot down? It's like, hold up, I don't think this is healthy anymore, right? Is this the day where I'm getting like pause your mother, your father, or your guardian, or your family member from speaking to you that way, right? Where is your courage? Where is your boundaries? So while Venus is beauty, right? At the same time, we are having this aggressiveness, right? It could be a beautiful mess, but because we're speaking from the heart, some people might not really, and I say this in the most kindest way, some people might not really care what your mission is, what your goal is, what your intentions is. And it may be people that you care about, and you care about their goals and intentions. So this is where we get that reality check. Like, are people really there for me? Are people really rooting for me like they say they are? I got sad there because I feel like some of us are going to get a reality check that day. Y'all let me know. But just don't lower your fucking standards, all right? But Mars is coming in and it's like, and Venus is like, I'm not doing it. Mars is like, do it. No. Aquí se acabó. Also, for those of you who are planning to do some affairs, right? Because this also is a day of people cheating. When I seen that, I was like, oh, I gotta tell people. Now don't go be looking. Don't go look that day and be like, did he or she cheat or nothing. Don't do that. Shit is gonna come into the light. All right. So for those of you who are running around doing extra stuff, watch out. And then we have September the 3rd, where Neptune is also going to be having a fight and a standoff with Mars in Gemini, Neptune, and Pisces. So there's a lot of energies coming in where we're being asked once again, as you're moving forward, as you're thinking about this plan, as you're creating this plan, are you adding the spiritual component? That doesn't mean that are you going to church every Sunday? That means, am I intuitively tapping into myself? Am I understanding what my guidance is? Am I really going for what I desire? Or am I letting, the outer side guide me and let me and tell me what I need to do in my life? All right. So this day there's not going to be so much clarity, right? And this is all about what's going on with your belief system. Do I believe that I could do this? Do I have faith that I could do this? And this fight is really gonna give us another reality check. When it comes to the squares, it's just a reality check. It's a pause in our plans. Like, is this really where we should be going, or where is this coming from? And if it's the right path, then you're doing what you have to do. But let's check. Some of us are doing major things. Don't hold checking his phone. All right. So this is the spiel, right? Let's give you the tools. What are the tools? What are the motherfucking tools, my ladies? Enhancing your communication skills. This is the time when Mars and Gemini is going to amplify our ability to communicate. So how are you going to use this time? Again, it's from the 20th to September 4th. There's so much stuff that's going to be happening. This is why I say write things down so that you can take your time knowing how to use this energy. Once this energy leaves, Mars is going into Cancer. Oh God. Oh, thank God it's in September. Okay, sorry. I just had a reality check myself. All right. So engage in verbal enhancement. For those of you who want to start a blog, this is a great time to start a blog. For those of you who want to start a podcast, same thing. Enhance your podcast, spice up your blog. For those of you who also enjoy debates, go join a debate club. I don't know, argue on YouTube through the comments. This might help you out. I don't know. But definitely, again, if you want to learn a new language, this is a great time. A lot of us say we want to. This is going to push us to learn a new language. And because everything's going to be in retrograde, why not? Like, stay in Duolingo. They're not paying me for this. All right. So embrace your curiosity. What would it be like to do that? What would I sound like going to Italy and speak in Italian? All right. Using the Mars energy to explore new topics. All right. Feed your brain. This is a time when your brain is going to be able to absorb a lot. Multitasking. Be wise with the energy. Yes, you can go ahead and do multiple things at one time because you're going to have the energy. All right, especially when it meets up with Jupiter. However, are you using the energy in a conducive way? All right. Are you spending time in places where your energy is being drained, or are you using that energy to fuel your projects, to fuel? This can be as easy as you starting. It doesn't even have to be something so big. Again, it depends who you are and what you're doing in your life. This could be the time where you're starting to eat healthy, and this is going to fuel your fitness commitment. And so now this is the time where you're planning, you're looking at videos, you're saying who you want to work out with, how you're going to do it, and then you're taking baby steps towards it. All right. Keep track of the things that you're doing. All right. Networking, socializing, even though things are going to be in retrograde, doesn't mean you got to stay inside. I mean, you're becoming aware of stuff. So therefore, go and socialize. Go. Maybe the retrograde and socializing means that you're separating from different groups and you're adding yourself to new groups. You're all right. Remember curiosity, investigating new groups, going to right. It's still the summertime here in New York, so why not still go to these events that you enjoy going to the park, right? In New York, they have free movies at the park. Go. I don't care if you've already seen the movie. All right. Restlessness. Restlessness. How are we going to attack that? How are we going to turn off our brain when we are getting 1,001 ideas? First and foremost, this is perfect word where you can say, all right, I'm turning myself off. Literally that word, OFF, off. Yeah. Right. And you can tell your brain, all right, that's it, I'm good. You have the ability to do that. You can be like off, especially when you're going to sleep. Nonetheless, if you're going to be up, channel your energy, but always remember that your body needs to rest. Just like you like to charge your phone, so do you. So this is the time to also allow yourself to rest. And if you're going to be active, all right, Geminis, they like to do things. They like to be active. Mars likes to be active. That's another tip. If you're going to do that, put it to a great benefit. Rest, put it to a great benefit. Do not let your mind do an overload on you. Tell your mind, chill out. All right. And then work on conflict resolution. This is the time to sit with yourself and say to yourself, is this going to be a productive conversation? Mars likes to stir up stuff. Don't think that Mars ain't stirring the pot. And with Gemini, yo, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be some disagreements, some misunderstanding with the retrograde. Oh, all right. For those of you who are business owners, this definitely goes with clients and things like that. So again, make sure the orders are good. Just make sure things are good. All right. Practice patience. All right. Just practice patience. That's gonna be our tips. Because honestly, it's really gonna be it's gonna be an up and down energy, especially with the other energies that are happening. So don't forget to look at the Saturn and Pisces video. I also have the Capricorn full moon video down there and the Mercury retrograde video also. So you can spend some time checking those out to see how it's going to be affecting you. All right. Where's my guest at? Where's my guest? Let me know in the comments what y'all ready to do this summer. Launch and revamp. Yes. Mars is in Cancer. When's that? The Mars is in Cancer. It's gonna come in September. Yeah. Especially if you have your personal planets in these zodiac sign, is going to affect you. So if you have Mars in Gemini, that's all. This is heavily for you. But some people is like, oh, I don't feel the aspect. You absolutely right, because some people don't go through the same energy. Some of us feel it more lighter than others. Kudos to you. Hey, all right. Let me see.
You hear me? You hear
Hello?
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
All
All right.
right. Hello.
All right, all right, all right. So, surprise. We have our guest,
Hello.
Elise. Like I said, this is someone who I have the honor to have seen grown and where she's at now, as well as to partner up and do some major healing work in the community. I'm going to let her speak for herself. Come through, goddess.
Okay. Hello, beautiful family. My name is Evelise. My people call me Eve. That thing that I did there is usually how I start my affirmations on Instagram. But to introduce myself, who's Evelise? Wow. Oh, almost got a little emotional there. Evelise is a product of, wait, let me see. Wait, hold on. These people right here. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Mom and dad, amazing people taught me a lot, but they had short lives. And so I, being a product of that, am on a quest. I'm on a quest to bring people together in the sake of health, to celebrate life and to do it in a spiritual way through spiritual practices. There's a lot of things that I'm into. I could say that what jump started my spiritual practices and wanting to be a wellness coach and a fitness coach and all of that. Not just my parents passing away at a young age, but there was a Reiki program that was in my job, and I work in the Veterans Hospital. 20 years working in a hospital, providing services to the people that were in service for us. There was a Reiki program, and they offered employees 15 minutes of Reiki. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what Reiki was. I just looked at it as an opportunity to lay down for 15 minutes on the clock. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. So just going in naively, right? Blinded, just hey, I just want to lay down for 15 minutes. This woman, this practitioner, she gave me a Reiki session, and she went over my body, scanned my body, never touched me, and I felt everything. I felt everything. I didn't have to open my eyes. I knew where she was. Something happened. And, as a kid growing up, I always wanted to be a superhero. I always saw that if I stared at something long enough, like fire starter, I could make it go into flames. So I don't have that power. But anyway, so I left that table. I left that practice, right? Without even knowing that was a practice. I left that practice with this feeling of connectedness. I went straight, did some research. What is Reiki? What was I feeling? What is this thing? And I did a little bit of research, and the little bit that I read, it made so much sense to me. The little bit that I read about Reiki, and basically in Reiki, you use your hands to be a channel for the healing universal energy that's already provided to us. So in Reiki, you're not necessarily the healer, you're just the channel, because everybody has the ability to heal themselves. So Reiki jump started this curiosity. It brought me a connectedness, a feeling of connectedness. And I decided sometime after, you get introduced to something, and then time goes by, and then it comes back again, and you're like, "Ooh, wait a minute, there it is again." So I took a course, got certified um, to be a Reiki practitioner. And in that course, you learn about meridians, you learn about points in the body, and then introduced to the chakras. So it's chakras, but I say chakras for some reason. I don't know, something about the electricity, the fact that they're energy centers that we have in our body. it's electrifying. To me, it's so exciting. So when I found these things, even though around me, no one around me knew what it was, no one around me was practicing. It was just me. I had this little spark of interest, and I went with it for a long time. Being certified, having the ability, I didn't use I didn't use it for a long time until I met someone. I want to call her a spiritual mentor, Galactic Hood Buddha, right here, right here. She is beautiful, amazing at waking up dormant facilitators. So when I met her, we met through something different. Cards, cartas españolas. And we met through there, and it came up, and she was like, I'm a Reiki practitioner. In my head, I was just like, oh, finally, Reiki master. And she said, and I said, me too. And she said, all right, you messed up by telling me that, because now I'm gonna have you activating your Reiki. We'll be out to dinner. And she's like, activate your Reiki. Let's put Reiki on this. Let's put intentions on this. So she woke me up. She woke up the sleeping giants. Because what happened? I went to a retreat in May 20, I want to say 2022, maybe 2023. Yeah, 2023, last year. And another activation happened, and I came back from that retreat singing to myself and to Galactic Hood Buddha, your girl right there. I desired to do a retreat, a half-day retreat, and it made so much sense. We're going to work with the chakras. That was last year, and in the beginning of this year, we had a half-day retreat for the chakras on in March. And since then, I've been cultivating. Ooh, I love that word. I've been brewing up a way to get this half-day retreat crunched down into 40 sweet minutes. I call it short and sweet. Keep it short and sweet, which is KISS, KISS. So what KISS of a chakra series. It's a program. We go through each chakra as the week goes by, and I crunch it down, but in a way that it's an outline, it's a guideline. I encourage everybody that does any type of work with me, this is your practice. Don't do it how other people do it. Find your way to do it. It becomes sustainable. It becomes a part of your everyday routine. Nobody has to remind you because it's something that it's inside of you. So crunching down the chakra information for that healer on the go. Maybe we don't have all that time. So in this chakra series, you get some movement because I love the movement. That's how we get the flow. That's how we get the blood flowing. That's how we loosen up the muscles. You get movement. You get Reiki. You get all the information that you need to know about the chakras. You get a guide to how to make your own affirmations. Why is it important to make your own affirmations? It's easy to repeat someone else's affirmations, but when you make your own affirmations, again, it's your own. You stick to it. Nobody has to remind you to say it. Those are your words. You say it in the shower, you say it with feeling, with passion. They're your words, right? We do an affirmation. We even do an art drawing, something. And it's again, is your own practice. If you're not an artist, we write words, images. It's just a way to get the stuff we already have, the power that we already possess out. Sometimes when you can't see it, you don't know it's there. So this chakra series reminds you of the healing power that you already have in you and your connection to the universe. I believe in the ripple effect. That's why I do these things. I believe in the machine. Everybody has their part. Everybody plays their part, no matter how small you think it is. We need you. And this is why we bring these healing modalities to the collective. Thank you guys so much for letting me.
I thank you, Evelise. Yeah. So if you don't know, in the past on Instagram, I did this a lot. I brought people on and have them share the gifts, talents, and what they have for the community, so that if one person doesn't resonate with you, somebody else does, and somebody else does, and somebody else does. Go and check out those series on Instagram because they definitely were powerful, and those people are still out there doing the healing service. I also wanted to add that I am part of Evelise's 7 chakra series, even though I am a Reiki master and I do Reiki all the time. It's a great refresher, right? There was a moment in time where I did deep meditation, like heavy deep meditation, like yeah, and through the midst of all of the transition of my life in these past, I want to say year or 2 years, I moved away from those heavy meditations. One of the guides that used to get me there were my dogs. So when I came back and she asked us to do a meditation and connect to earth, immediately that type of sense of meditation came back, and it was great. So don't feel like just because you've done this before, you know about this, that is not going to assist you in some way, somehow. And it's also one of the ways for you to check the box of saying you had some self-care. So
Absolutely. This is a refresher
where can we
for
find
me
you?
too.
Yes.
We're doing it together. We're doing it together. Um, find me. I'm on Instagram, Eve Even Muse. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Evelise Caraballo Campbell. But where you can find me mostly is Instagram. That's where you can find my pen site link and my
And it's
website where
also
I have my
below.
classes. Oh, and also below because she knows what she's doing, people. She knows what she's doing. Let's watch and learn. On the pen site, I have well everything. Everything is there. Everything is there. Thank you.
Yes. All right. So we appreciate you, and definitely we'll catch you on Mondays tomorrow. Awesome. So stay tuned, y'all. I'm going to be doing the
Yay.
tarot readings. I love you, Release. All right. So we're gonna be bringing more people on as soon as I start reaching out, because I'm a little stalker when it comes to me just having people talk about themselves. All right. Tell me about you. Tell me what you've done. Tell me how you can continue to serve the community. It's one of the reasons why I did that. A lot of healers, a lot of people are out there, and they don't have time to say their story. They don't have time because they're either out there healing, or they honestly don't have people following them with a camera saying, yo, this is what they doing. So I enjoy doing this. All right, let's get these cards. What? Who we introducing? Water signs. All right. So for this Mars and Gemini, let's see what these cards are speaking and saying. Whew. Hey, some of y'all in these comments are coming up next, and so start getting ready, because I'm like I said, I'm a stalker, and if you got services that I know can help the community, dun, 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 dun. And if you see the thing about me, right? And I say this in the most healing way ever. So for those of you who get triggered by this, and it's my life, I can't tell you anything. I was rejected by my parents, right? And I say this to say that if you tell me no, you don't want to do this, I'm okay. I'm okay with rejection. That's one of the rejection that's something that I healed a very long time ago, for sure, and I accepted it as a way of redirecting my life. That shit is so powerful. It's not even funny. Tell me no, and it's okay. There's a healthy way to say no. And sometimes the no is really for me to not do it. All right. Water signs. Maybe that was the message for you, water signs. You know, planning. With everything that's going to be happening, let's plan. All right, first and foremost, plan. Planning. For my water sign, who are we? Pisces, Scorpios, and Cancers. Oh, I can see why this season that just passed for y'all had definitely put y'all in a space of, I want to say, you did go through something, like something shifted you and shaped you, and now there's some planning that needs to happen based on what you went through just now. And so for Mars in Gemini, you're being asked to, one, light the fire again. Two is about knowing where you and your higher self wants to go. Does it talk about partnership? It also does talk about partnership. It talks about, if you're with the partner you desire, where are you guys going next? What is the plan, right? If it's talking about you and you are somebody who's in the process of your next love life, aka single, you are asking once again to go back to that drawing board and ask yourself, what is it that you desire in life? Even if at this moment you desire to fill yourself up, fill your cup up, that's still bringing in love. I just wanted to let you know that, right? Sometimes people be like, well, I was by myself and I was doing my thing, and then I met my partner. Exactly. Congratulations, you found the key. All right, so this also talks about, for my Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios, to bring in that love. What does it look like to love yourself? You see how these two lightning bulbs are facing each other? This is the Two of Wands. Also, when it comes to this timing, are you planning? Are you planning on moving? Are you planning on going on a trip? Right? Plan wisely. Plan it all now. Right? I'm ahead. All right. 7/14. Mercury retrograde doesn't happen to August 5th. I'm telling you ahead of time. Plan if you're traveling. Don't be commenting later talking about you didn't. I told you. All right. And with the two, it does again talk about, if you can see, because then now they're showing me something else. If you can see, all right, my ladies, where your fingers at? And all right, there we go. Pow. If you can see, everything is in a box. So what does that mean? It talks about keeping things to yourself. Like keep this plan to yourself, whatever you're planning. All right. You know what? Yeah, let's pull out an angel and archangel for y'all, because I feel like this is the time where we call one of these beautiful angelic beings. For those of you who enjoy angels and archangels, because it's one of those months. Divine order. Come on, I knew I had to pull it out. Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. Stop playing. If this don't make any sense, where whatever happened to you last month was meant for it to happen so that you can start revising your plans. All right. And think about it, right? During the retrograde. Makes sense. All right. Ooh, baby. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For Mars and Gemini. July 20th to September 4th, 2024. So look at this. Mercury retrograde stepping in. For y'all, I guess this is what's gonna be happening to y'all, because it's happening to me right now. There's gonna be a lot of mental fogginess for y'all. Right? I feel like your thoughts are gonna be moving faster than you. I do sense like Some of y'all may get some headaches during this time. I feel like y'all don't even want to argue during this time. It's like, this is how I feel. What is there to argue about? Like, some of y'all are done. Some of earth signs, y'all just really don't have the energy for anything. And when this time comes around, it's just like, throw me under the bus, right? Just in other words, not throw me under the bus, snitch on me. Just leave me away from people. So I feel like my earth signs, y'all going to be hiding. I feel like your thoughts are going to be a little bit foggy around this time. I would say write things down. Write things down, because I can see y'all having unnecessary disputes during this time. For what? All right. See, I knew it. Defeat. The Five of Clouds. This is the swords. All right. The Five of Swords. Your mind is not going to be clear. Your mind is not going to be clear. Let's pull out an angel card. Oosh. So during this time, I would advise y'all to really use your tools. If it's meant for y'all to go and speak to someone, a therapist, I just feel like for my earth signs, there's a lot of things happening for y'all, and you're not going to be clear on the decisions that you're making. What angel is here? Clairsentient, Archangel Raguel. Oh, he pulling up on everybody. Notice your recurrent physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So I feel like you guys are going to be a bit too emotional to be having this Mars and Gemini energy running through you. It's like you want to be in your feelings more than in your thoughts. And so your thoughts is like, well, you're going to have to get it together. How do we do this? Right? The heart chakra, right? For those of you who work with the chakras, or just your desires, let's just put it like that. If you don't work with the chakras, what are your desires? Earth signs. Right now, I feel like it's also that hiding season for you. So Mars and Gemini is really going to put people, I can see, in a mode of like that hermit mode, that mode of let me get my shit together. So clairsentient. Sensitivity, pardon me. This is clairvoyance. Sensitivity. So your body's going to be sensitive, right? Watch out your physical body. If you feel like your knees are hurting you, if you feel like your ankles, right? This is the for the earth signs, this is the time for you to go to the doctor, right? And for whatever reason that may be, that could be for mental health, this could be for your physical health. Just go and get a checkup, and go and talk to somebody that's not your family member, somebody that's not going to be judging you. With the pink is compassion, having compassion for yourself during this time. I'm just saying. What y'all saying? Mercury retrograde. Yes, Mercury retrograde does delay us, but we can use that energy to our advantage rather than to, the retrograde works in my favor all day, every day, right? I don't know what is it about humans. Why don't we like to slow down? But yet we are afraid of what could consider to be the end of life. But we don't want to slow down. Slow down. I just want to get to know you. That's what your higher self is saying. And you just like, I'm not turning around. All right. Air signs. Y'all should be thriving around this time. This is where y'all thrive all over again, right? We just kind of left Gemini season. See, yeah, my head is getting lighter, so I'm breathing better. Whoa. Earth signs, y'all. If y'all got Earth, I know this. Give me 1 second. Air signs, Earth signs. If y'all got some sinuses issues, go and check that out as well. Because my nose just got cleared up. So, all right, I'm feeling excited, happy. Oh, air signs, y'all having some fun. Why not? Right? That's what I'm saying. Just breathe. Y'all chilling. All right. With the 14 right here, 5. 5 is about shifting. Y'all ready for the shift. Some of y'all, some of y'all in the past were not ready for that Gemini season energy, but now that this Mars and Gemini is coming back, you're feeling like you're ready to ride this wave. You're chilling. You're for me, this is like smooth sailing. Whatever you're deciding to do at this time, look at the astrology aspect of this and see what your heart desire. What is it that you truly want to do, and start making those baby steps. To my air signs, give me 1 second, y'all. Don't. Gemini, Aquarius, and Libras. Oh hell yeah, right? Because even Aquarius, I know you feeling good. Come through, Aquarius. Yo, because I know these past couple of years, man. So Aquarius, you're gonna have fun. Don't worry about it. The main important thing here is to make sure again that your details are okay with where you're going and how you're doing things, and allow yourself to live a little. This just breathe is like live a little. And we live a little. So I feel like for y'all, this is like gold season. Like you can go ahead and have fun. And that's a major arcana. So and although it's the temperance, right? The temperance is also like where you go ahead and take your time and think things through, but doing it with fun. Some people are going to think this through, like, you know, the earth signs, and they might go through some deeper emotional aspect. For my air signs, is lighter. Let's see what angel is coming to hype you up. Hype you up, hype you up. Hey, that's why y'all hype. I'm telling you. What y'all saying? Yes, hey. Take back your power. This is Archangel Raziel. Use your God-given power and intentions to manifest blessings in your life. This is why y'all chilling. Y'all chilling because y'all like, you know what? Y'all understand what is meant to give up what you cannot control. In this energy, this time, you know what it is. Like, you know what? I cannot control this. I'm giving that up. And so that gives you space and time to actually do what you desire. All right. So my air signs, y'all lit. Y'all gonna where y'all drinking at? Where y'all drinking at? Where y'all celebrating? Take me with you. But my Aquarius is that I haven't hung out with an Aquarius in a little bit. I went to see one of them in Miami. My Aquarius friends, y'all doing things. Y'all building stuff for the world. I can't wait. No, I can't wait. I'm excited to see what y'all have to create because many of y'all are creating amazing things. One of my Aquarius friends already sent me her link to. Matter of fact, you coming on the show? Yep, she wrote 3 books. I'm like, yo, when did you do this? Surprise, surprise. All right. Fire signs. Fire. I'm feeling the strength. I feel a little aggressive. Mama needs y'all to calm down because we're gonna have the sun in Leo, right? Drama. Don't forget we're gonna do Leo season next week, so stay tuned for that. There's gonna be a lot going on. Fire signs, calm down. I would like for a lot of my fire signs to just be in water as much as you can. Hey, be in water as much as you can. That's the advice, to be in water as much as you can, right? That's gonna cool you down. Like a lot of my fire signs need that cool down. If not, I would say be around water signs, but again, the way water signs be coming in, some of them be coming into like rain on your parade. So be careful with which water sign you're hanging out with. Okay. I would suggest hang out with actual water. My Scorpios be lit. I be hanging out with water signs. And I have my sister. But Cancers, they be raining on your parade. No offense. I be around a lot of Cancers. I was raised by a Cancer. All right, focus. Fire signs. Ooh wee. This is why I felt the courage. This is why I felt the push. This is a new you. You're going to be using this energy to really put you in a space of what you said you was going to do. When I say that, for those of you who've been tempted to take a leap, to go right, because it's take a leap, tempted to start something, tempted to do something new, tempted to let go of something, right? Take that leap, let go of that old relationship. This is the time for you to do that. It's okay, right? Things are in retrograde. You thought about it, you rethought about it. Fire signs, it's over. That's it. Right here, where I'm getting this is this new slate that you asked for. It's here. That new slate that you asked for is here. So what's up? So what's up? And it's not even colored, so that means that you can color it how you want to. Yellow. It's my cards. It's my cards. It don't stay anyways. All right, but yes, new leap. So again, think about what this energy is bringing. Mars and Gemini is bringing new ideas, new ways to transform yourself, even if it's small baby steps. I know that I speak grand because I see grand things for you. Nonetheless, it all starts where? It all starts with the baby steps. So for those of you who are scared to do this, use that energy to fuel you and pop off. I personally had a friend of mine who asked me about a situation, and I told her that I had fears around that situation. And she, she asked me, why do you have fears when you know it's gonna happen? We are human. That's a fear, right? Fear is an illusion. We still have to face those illusions in order for us to get to the other side. And if you're brave enough and courageous enough, or when you're courageous enough and brave enough, you'll be able to push through that, kick the door down, and say to yourself, oh, okay. Illusions are built so that we can feel as if we're not capable of doing anything. It's something that our mind has been doing to us for a very long time. If you think of yourself as the video games and boards, right? To get to the next level, what do you have to do? You have to break walls down. You got to, I'm not advocating violence, but some of y'all be doing those grand theft autos and things like that. There's certain things that you have to do in order to get to the next level. So this is where we're at. All right, we breaking walls down and fire signs. That's what y'all doing. All right, what angels and archangels is helping you? Spread your motherfucking wings. That, it didn't say that, but I did. All right, Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. With taking a leap, I'm just happy that I be pulling out these cards right in front of y'all. This is why I like doing the live stuff, because we can't make this up. So why did I put out the angels and archangels? So that you can know who's assisting you during this time and you can move forward with the courage. Look at those wings. You see her throat chakra is open right there. Her neck is open. Her heart is open. Her solar plexus is open. But you know what she's doing? She's still rooted. With the fear, she's still rooted. This finger. She's still rooted. And then also this talks about asking for assistance. This doesn't mean begging for assistance. This just means let's get into a space of requesting assistance when we're taking a new step. You don't have to do this by yourself, fire sign. You don't have to do it by yourself. But if you choose to, I mean, you still gonna get it done, but where's the fun in that? Let's take out a collective card. What y'all saying? Cold water, Sagittarius, yes. Don't fight against the current. Don't fight against the fucking current. I'm gonna take out Soul's Journeys card to see what the collective soul is saying. Cause I do believe that we're connected. interconnectedness. Yeah, there's a lot of healing happening. So if you're meeting up with, old people that you feel were, like, ooh, I'm getting this energy. Some of us don't want to have these conversations with people that we have to have conversations with so that we can move on with our fucking life. Because a lot of the things that are coming into your life depends on you letting the fuck go. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. Ow. This is because I'm waking myself up. Do you see that? And I said that right before I pulled the cards. Y'all see that? So as a collective, there's a lot of us, right? You see the red and the purple. This is the root chakra. This is has to do a lot with our, maybe some of us are mad at how our ancestors did what they did, or how they developed what they developed in the bloodline. Bring peace to that. Maybe the way you was raised, you didn't like that. Bring peace to that. Build a new chapter. This is the time to see your story in a different way. So as a collective, how are we contributing to that story that's going to make us be a better person? Seeing both sides of the story is accepting what is. You grew up, you were in poverty. That's what it was. They did the best that they could. Let's begin to open up and move on. What else? But that one was like, give us something. Courage. Thank you. All right. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Stop playing with them. Ooh, y'all be. Maybe we should just take these cards out and make the reading shorter. There goes. But look at this lighter purple. This lighter purple gives me this. I don't know. I'm tippy toeing, and this curve is just like boom. Stop playing. All right. This is us clearing the fog after we build the courage to release. So for those of us, again, whatever it is that you're desiring to do, wherever it is that you're desiring to go, where you want to be, you see your future self. You see yourself a year from now being this and being that. What are you letting go of? And then also having peace and bringing forgiveness to that. And then one crystal card. I'm throwing it back. This is me throwing it back. I'm throwing nothing back but water. All right. All right. Because you already know. Your girl gotta go. For Mars. And this crystal is going to help us out throughout this timing. Come through. We all got this. Rose quartz, that will make sense. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. So rose quartz is going to help us out at this time. Let me tell y'all, I was talking to my friend the other day, and I did one of these. She's like, what's that? And I'm like, that's my rose quartz. What you mean, what's that? I said, I'm feeling something right now. I think I'm going through anxiety. Are you okay with watching me? The hell? She was like, yeah, a good friend. So rose quartz. Rose quartz is really going to help us through this. How do we use it? We bring in an intention. As a matter of fact, use the intention of using the rose quartz during Mars and Gemini. Hey there, rose quartz. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. We have this energy coming through. You know what I mean? This is your bestie. When I grab you, I can feel your energy. That's for those of you who use crystals. If you don't use crystals, say your prayers. If you don't pray, set intentions. If you don't set intentions, let me know how it goes. All right. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to share this with your peeps. And then I got some more stuff coming out. Don't forget that we have the astrology group on Buy Me a Coffee. I love y'all. I love y'all. So don't forget that we're also having the 14-day money mindset series. If you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that. Take your time. There's more videos below. Mercury retrograde for the whole year. I did that video so you can be aware, be ahead. We're doing the damn thing, right? Spirit pushed me to do it today. They was like, do it today so they could be ready. So then later on, y'all don't be like, because some of y'all be texting me, what's going on? Yo, didn't we do a video last month? All right. I love y'all. Enjoy yourselves. And, make yourself proud because I'm right behind you rooting.